When you hear the term cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, do your eyes just roll back to the back of your head, or do you assume you've missed your chance while others have become rich? It turns out many Canadians may be more open to cryptocurrencies than you might think. With us from Toronto is Ransom Hawley. He is the CEO of Caddle, a polling firm that surveyed Canadians on cryptocurrency. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me, Ian.
Now, this is a huge sampling for the survey, 10,000 people from coast to coast, and 1 in 10 Canadians said they plan to buy a cryptocurrency in the next 6 months. Who are those people?
That's right. 1 in 10 Canadians said they'd buy cryptocurrency in the next 6 months, but you look even further past that, and a third of Canadians said they'd be buying it in the next 12 months. Which is an incredible stat, which speaks to the excitement in the Canadian market. But we polled 10,000 Canadians on our platform, which we're able to do in about a day. And it's primarily millennials. The vast majority of those respondents, about 65%, were millennials.
Okay, I'm not a millennial. I have yet to buy a cryptocurrency. Am I totally out of the game? Will I be able to get into this at some point? Or has the ship already sailed?
We're really at the cusp of it, which is part of the exciting things and why we actually ran the survey. We are at the cusp of something big. Some call it the second coming of the internet and a revolution. And that's something we at Caddle believe in as well, and we've seen it in the excitement and the results of the poll. But no, you haven't missed it. What we do know is that we have to be very choiceful on what we buy. There's a ton of garbage out there. One of the results of the poll that was, it was exciting that a third of Canadians were thinking about buying cryptocurrency in the next 12 months. But what was alarming is that almost half of those respondents weren't really familiar with what cryptocurrency was. They didn't know it actually fluctuated in value like the stock market or currencies. Which is a scary thing. If Canadians are investing in this and yet they don't really know what it is, you start to wonder as to how much is at risk.
Do you think media is working hard enough to inform people about cryptocurrencies?
I don't think so. I mean, I think media is highlighting the get rich quick scheme or aspect of it, if you will. And really, that's all we hear about is the next cryptocurrency billionaire, where there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that really have nothing backing it and are just a concept. I myself don't own cryptocurrency yet, but will be acquiring some in the next month or so after some of the due diligence and research I've done.
Mm-hmm. Now, another way to get cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and other forms of it, into circulation is through these reward or loyalty programs that a lot of retailers have. How soon could that happen?
It'll happen sooner than you think, actually. And one of the reasons we ran the cryptocurrency survey is we're a platform that rewards Canadians for engaging with brands, with cash back. And we were actually evaluating rewarding Canadians with cryptocurrency as well. So we ran this survey to find out more about what Canadians think, but also to evaluate if it was a worthwhile endeavor for Caddle. And it clearly is by the results. So in the next few months, you'll be able to earn cryptocurrency on the Caddle platform.
Are you able to tell us which retailers will soon offer these loyalties and cryptocurrencies? Or is that private still at the moment?
It's still to be determined. I can't quite share that yet. But so maybe a bit of background on Caddle. Caddle's an app. It's free to download, and we reward Canadians for engaging with brands. So every time as a consumer you watch an ad, answer a survey, buy a product, and take a picture of your receipt, or even write a review, you get cash back. On Caddle, we've partnered with an incredible cryptocurrency that will actually reward cash back as well as crypto. So you get cash back and into the game without actually having to buy or put any risk or funds into it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good luck to you. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, Ian.
And for more information, you can visit caddle.ca, caddle.ca. They're also on Facebook and on Twitter at Caddle Canada.